Hello, everyone. Welcome to this live. Um, I see a few familiar faces here. Hello, Leslie. Hello, Srinidhi. Srinidhi says, "Hi, everyone. Hello, welcome. I'm so happy to see both of you and anyone else here who I am not able to see yet. So, how are you guys doing today? And is anyone here who is joining us for the first time?" Srinidhi says, "Great, thank you. I'm glad that you're doing wonderful, Srinidhi." And we have, I think, a new person here. Uh, Rihannan. Am I pronouncing your name right? Rihannan? Is it how it is pronounced? You can correct me. You can, share the phonetics of it. And welcome. I'm so happy to see you here. Okay, yes. Okay. So welcome, Rihannan. I am so happy to see you here. Thank you for your presence. Hello, Caitlin. Welcome. I'm always so glad to see, you every time I log in. So yeah, I'm really grateful for having you here and for having each and every one of you guys. Leslie says, "Many will arrive soon. It's a beautiful day here." Wow, thank you for your wonderful wish. And yeah, I'm glad you're enjoying your day currently here. I don't know if you can hear it in the background or not, but there is like a rainy weather here. So yeah, there is like a lot of wind going on and the sound of the leaves and stuff like that. So yeah, by the way, can you guys hear my background or are you only able to, hear my voice? I would love to know that. I just wanted to know about this because we are going to do a meditation soon. So I want to know that you won't be disturbed. Okay, Leslie says voice. Okay, that's good. That's good. Although I enjoy the rainy weather, and it would be amazing if we are doing the meditation and, we have that rain falling on the, on my terrace. So yeah, that kind of a background noise. So that would be lovely as well. Okay, so anyone else also who is joining us for the first time? Srinidhi says it's heavy rain at Hyderabad. Yeah, I heard about it. I hope that, that everyone finds some ease in this and maybe some moments of joy also in the rain. Of course, with heavy rain also comes like, the other problems. But yeah, I hope that you are able to enjoy some moments in that rain. Um, yeah, yeah. So I was asking that is anyone else also who is joining us for the first time? If that's the case, then I would like, share the format of this. Otherwise, we would go, with the live and the live would unfold as it goes. So, is there anyone who would like me to share the format of this live? Like, how do we go about in these lives, or should we go with the flow? By the way, this is our 41st session of Wheel of Wisdom, and I'm so grateful to, to be able to do this with you guys, to be able to hold the space um for receiving wisdom and also for connecting with each other. So yeah, it's a lovely space. Okay, I guess, let's go with the flow then, So let's start with the meditation for today. Okay, Leslie says flow. Wonderful. I guess I caught on to that vibe of yours early on. Yeah, so let's go with the flow. Hmm. Begin by coming into a comfortable position. You can either sit, stand, or lie down, whatever your body needs right now. As you begin to settle into this posture, You can either close your eyes all the way down, or you're welcome to just lower your gaze, looking down at the floor in front of you, just to limit visual distraction, allowing your awareness to turn inward. And as you become aware of your internal environment, resting your attention on your breath, noticing the air moving in and out, just like the waves arriving and leaving the shore. Keeping your awareness on your breath, being with the whole inhale and the whole exhale. Now allow yourself to take a deep breath in and exhale slowly. Take two more deep breaths like this, feeling yourself arriving in this moment just as you are. Nothing to fix, nothing to change, just being here. So, today's meditation is going to be about glimmers. Glimmers are the opposite of triggers. So, these are those tiny and often overlooked experiences that make you feel safe, that make you feel seen, that make you feel soothed, or maybe just that make you feel simply okay. You can think of these small moments as a yes from life, just like life is sending a signal saying yes, yes to who you are, yes to everything that you are experiencing. So these moments are the moments when you feel safe and open. So, glimmers might be very subtle, like a ray of sunlight entering through your window as you wake up, or maybe a small breeze that brushes against your hair as you open the door to your terrace. Or it may be a soft blanket against your body. So we often miss these glimmers in the rush of life, but they are always here, reminding us that beauty and ease still exist, even when life feels heavy. So now that you know a little bit about what glimmers are, let's put this knowledge into practice. So take a moment to think of a recent glimmer. So a glimmer that happened today, or maybe if it is too early in the morning for you, then think of a glimmer that you experienced yesterday. It includes a moment where you felt even a tiny spark of joy, of peace, of love, or of presence. So remember, it doesn't have to be something huge, just a brief moment when something inside you whispered, ah, this feels nice, or I am okay right now. So allow such a glimmer to come forward in your consciousness. Maybe it was a bird outside your window, or the first sip of something warm, or perhaps a line in a book that you read, or even the moment when your pet curled up beside you. So let that moment come to life again. Once this memory becomes clear in your mind, notice the distance between you and this memory, and Allow this memory of glimmer to come closer, closer and closer, feeling it fully, embodying the emotions that you felt in that moment. And letting them light up a small part of your heart. So maybe you might see a soft golden glow in your heart as these emotions touch your very being. Allow yourself to breathe in and out of that glow. And as you breathe in this manner, you notice that the golden glow is expanding with each breath. As the glow expands more and more, you find yourself thinking of more moments like this. So allow yourself to gently scan your week for more glimmers, reflecting on the past week that you have had, moments when you felt calm, even for a second, or when you felt warmth in your chest, or perhaps a gentle smile arise on your face. Or maybe you experienced a pause in your racing thoughts. Or perhaps you felt a sense of belonging or being okay. You don't need to grasp for such glimmers. Just let them float into your awareness as you reflect on the week that you have had. As you recall each glimmer, you can imagine that each glimmer is like a golden stone that is getting placed inside your heart, and that stone is strengthening the light, that golden glow, even more. One by one, these small lights begin to form a gentle mosaic of hope and safety within you. So, allowing these stones to be arranged in a manner that an image of safety is created within your heart. Again, you don't need to force anything. Just notice these moments and simply receive. As you place each glimmer into your heart, letting them remind you that you are not broken. You are still capable of joy. You are still capable of noticing and receiving. Even in pain, in fatigue, or even in uncertainty, these glimmers whispers that you are still alive, still connected, and still deserving. So now, as we reach the end of this meditation, allow yourself to take deep breaths, and with each inhale, allowing yourself to receive life's gentleness, and with each exhale, letting that soft golden glow spread throughout your body. With each exhale, allowing that soft golden glow to spread throughout your body. You are here. You are alive. If you feel comfortable placing a hand on your heart and allow yourself to feel your aliveness in this moment. Know that you can always come back to these glimmers within your heart. So, as we are about to end this meditation, taking one final deep breath in, filling yourself with this light, and as you exhale, letting go of anything that you don't need anymore. Wonderful. Now begin to come back by wiggling your fingers and your toes, moving your body just a little bit in whatever manner that feels comfortable. Coming back to your body, and whenever you are ready, gently open your eyes. Connecting back with your environment. Welcome back. Mm. So I see that some new people have joined when we were in the meditation. So welcome everyone who is joining here for the first time or who is coming back. I am happy to have you in this live. And I want to let you know that this meditation was just one part of this live, and we have a lot more to cover. We're going to tap into some wisdom after this. So I would love to, hear how was your experience of this meditation. If you feel called to share, you can share in the comments. And if you don't, then, if you don't feel like typing, which people don't after meditating, then you can just press the heart to let me know that the meditation resonated with you. Okay, let's read some comments. Jamie says, blessings, everyone. Thank you for your kind blessings, Jamie, and welcome. I'm happy to have you here. Jamie says, thank you, sister. I'm glad that, you received something from the space. So thank you for joining, Jamie. Bella says, hola, everyone. Welcome, Bella. I'm happy that you tuned in just in time to receive some guidance, to receive some messages. Jamie says it helped me understand my inside feels. Wow, that is so beautiful because we don't often tune in to our feelings or to our inner world because the distractions in the outer world keep us so occupied. So I'm glad that you were able to tune in that manner, Jamie. Bella says, I made it. Yes. Yes, Bella, you made it on time. And if you missed the, meditation, then you can always, check out the replays. Um, Kate is sending a lot of purple hearts for all of us. Thank you, Kate, for the love. Ruchi says, hey, hello, Ruchi. I'm so happy to see you here. I think you're joining here for the first time. Are you here for the first time, Ruchi? Okay, wonderful. I'm happy that this was going on your screen and you felt called to tap in, to tune into this live. And my hope for you and everyone else also who is joining this live is to receive whatever you need most in this moment, whether it is, the support, whether it is some reassurance, whether it is some wisdom, or just a space to be. Bella says, yes, when I miss, I always go back and read the Wheel of Wisdom that was done for the day. Wow, I love your dedication. And thank you so much, Bella, for being the first one to listen to one of my tracks today. So, guys, just like we did a meditation right now, we have done like at least one meditation in each live up until now in the series Wheel of Wisdom. And this is our 41st, 41 live session of Wheel of Wisdom. So, what I'm doing is that I'm actually releasing all those meditations on Insight Timer one by one. And today, my very first meditation got released on Insight Timer. Um, Let me show you guys. I also love the picture of it, and I hope, and also, it fits very beautifully with the theme of today, with how we ended this particular meditation. So, let me show you the track if you guys want to check out. Bella says yes, it was wonderful. Check it out, guys. Thank you so much, Bella, for the recommendation. I was so happy to read your comment and how relaxing it was for you that you fell asleep. You fell asleep. I'm just so grateful for your recommendation and for your review. Thank you. So, guys, this is yeah, Bella. You know, and I think yeah, that's what your body needed today, Bella. So. So, guys, this is the meditation that got released today, and the name is Finding Answers, Opening the Door of Your Heart. So, if you would like, you can just check it out on my profile, and my profile name is Anisha Maheshwari. So, hmm. And by the way, let me also mention few things since Bella mentioned that she goes back and read the Wheel of Wisdom. So guys, this is getting recorded, like this video is getting recorded and it gets released on my channel after like 1 hour from this live because it takes so much time to get uploaded. So every single live that I have done up until now is there on my channel, and I have actually created a whole playlist of it. And why I created the playlist was because just in a few moments from now, we are going to tap into the wisdom. Why I created the playlist was because I want you to tune into your intuition. Because in this live, I usually tune into my intuition and choose something for us, to receive wisdom from. But that playlist is for you to practice to tune into your own wisdom. And, in that, I invite you to just choose a number between 1 to 41, and whatever number come for you, just play that particular audio, just play that particular video. And yeah, and just receive that message. Be open to receiving that message because the space is all about that. is being open to receiving the wisdom, whether it comes from the book that we are just going to read in a moment, or whether it is going to come from me based on what I feel called to speak, or it might come from, you guys. So, yeah, this is just a space to receive that, and it can come from any source. And that's what the playlist also is also for. And after each live, I also actually, whatever I read, so I upload that reading, like I um, copy that and paste that reading in my group on Insight Timer, which is Wonderful Beings. The name of that group is Wonderful Beings. And yeah, after each live, I post a summary with all the readings there. So you can always join that if you are interested, if you miss out on anything. So, and if you would like to interact with me or, get updated about my tracks and stuff like that. Okay, Bella says finding answers, opening the door of your heart is Anisha's new meditation. That's a up. Thank you so much, Bella, for mentioning the name, for all the people here who might be interested. I so appreciate that. Thank you. So, guys, now it's time to tune into some fun. Why I call that as the fun part of this live is because we get to spin the wheel. So we get to spin the wheel of wisdom, and this wheel has name of some randomly chosen books, 31 to be precise. I kept it 31 just to, have all the days of the month covered, just randomly. And now, as we spin the wheel, I invite you to hold in your awareness something that you would like to receive guidance on. So, what is that area in your life that you would like to receive some, receive some guidance for, some clarity or some direction in? Steph says, love that wheel of wisdom. I'm glad that the name of the wheel resonated with you. Yeah, that also just came to me out of nowhere. So I'm glad that resonated, Steph. And I love your cute, profile picture. That is so cute. Is that a doggy in that picture? Um, okay, what was I mentioning? I got distracted. Yeah. Okay, so what I want you to do is to hold in your awareness what is it that you would like to receive some guidance on, what is the general theme of, something that is going on in your life that you would like to receive some wisdom for or some reassurance for or an area of your life. So take some time to just bring that into your mind. Steph says, oh, yes, it's a dog. Sorry to distract you. No problem. I love these distractions. That is going to be one of my glimmers for today. By the way, if you missed that, we did a meditation on noticing glimmers, which is the opposite of triggers. So, yeah, thank you for contributing for, to my joy. And I also invite you guys to, you know, as let me drink some water. Hmm, thank you. Yeah. So, yeah, I also invite you guys to, look out for them, just like we are always noticing the negative. So, yeah, be on the lookout for something positive that happens, for those tiny moments of joy, of peace, of safety, of connection. So, yeah, be on the lookout for the glimmers. Hmm. Lindsay is sending a lot of love in the form of a letter. Thank you, Lindsay. Thank you so much. And thank you for tuning in. I am seeing some new people here. So I'm glad that you guys tuned in. So without the wait, now let's tune into the wisdom. Okay, so the book for today is Radical Acceptance by Tara Brach. And this is one of the recent books that I've completed reading, and it is just amazing. It just kind of speaks to my being, speaks to my heart. And I hope that it does for you too, as we read something from this beautiful book. So let's see. Radical Acceptance. So I am thinking to actually tune into your intuition today. Lisa says, Me too. Just finished reading that. Wonderful, Lisa. I hope that, today that message comes back to you that, you know, you need to remember again from this book because we always like finish the book and sometimes the nuggets slips our mind. So I hope that this serves as a reminder for you today. So I was saying, let's, tune into your intuition for today. Let's practice that. So I invite you all, and we are going to choose top three. So in a moment, I'm going to invite you to, pick a number between like I will, tell you that. But yeah, I would invite you to just pick a number based on whatever is coming up for you. And whatever number comes up or whoever chooses that, it doesn't mean that whatever I'm going to read is just for them. It's just they are, acting as a source to deliver us with that wisdom by tuning into that intuition, by tuning into their inner wisdom. So, Bella is super excited. Okay, thank you for choosing Bella. So I invite you. Okay, Ruchi says 44, please. Hmm. Okay, let's go. Okay, one more number, please. Between like 13 to 230. Yeah, between 13 to 230. Okay, we have three numbers. Hmm. Mm, okay, let's do that. I was thinking that some like other people might feel left out of this, so let's do that. If someone else also wants to choose a number, choose a number. Just type the number away between 13 to 230. I will just type. Yeah, choose a number between that. And I will choose top three responses, to whoever I feel called to, whatever number is just drawing my attention. So I will choose that number. So yeah, let's give everyone a chance. And yeah, that I think that way is more fun rather than just, few people or three people choosing. So let's do this. Yeah, wonderful. I have so many numbers here. Okay, now I will tune into my intuition and choose something for all of us. May all of us receives what we need to hear most in this moment. Mhm. Okay, I am going with 90. So the number that Bella's son has chosen. Hmm. So let's go with that one first. 90. Because I think, children are more like in tune with their like that pure source, that their inner wisdom. So let's go with that. Hmm. Okay. I think a beautiful paragraph has come up. I've just had a glimpse of it. But yeah, the author says the Buddha taught the Buddha taught that we suffer when we cling to or resist our experience. When we want life different than it is. As the saying goes, pain is inevitable but suffering is optional. When painful sensations arise, if we meet them with clarity and presence, we can see that pain is just pain. When we are mindful of pain rather than reactive, we do not contract into the experience of a victimized, suffering self. Reacting to sensations with fear, perceiving them as wrong, initiates the trance of unworthiness. As the Buddha taught, when we grasp at or resist this ground level of our experience, we set in motion a waterfall of reactivity. Fear itself, made up of unpleasant sensations, compounds the pain. Now we want to get away not only from the original pain, but also from the pain of fear. In fact, the fear of pain is often the most unpleasant part of a painful experience. As John Kabat-Zinn writes, when you see and feel the sensations you are experiencing as sensations. Okay, I will read that again. When you see and feel the sensations you are experiencing as sensations, pure and simple, you may see that these thoughts about the sensations are useless to you at that moment, and that they can actually make things worse than they need be. When we assess physical sensations as something to be feared, pain is not just pain, it is something wrong and bad that we must get away from. Mhm. What is coming for me after reading that is it is kind of a quote from someone. I don't remember the exact quote, but when the author mentioned that the pain of fear, not the original pain, but the pain of fear of that pain. So that pain of fear is unpleasant, is more unpleasant. Let me refer to that exact line. In fact, the fear of pain is often the most unpleasant part of a painful experience. So it actually reminded me that how we often add additional suffering to whatever is going on, to whatever the situation is in our life. So if we are facing a difficult situation, of course, we there is that pain of that situation, or if even if we are facing like physical pain, then there's that pain. But when we try to resist it, then because it is pain, we are going to resist it more rather than crave it. But yeah, when we try to resist that pain, for example, physical pain, then we are adding like another layer of suffering. We are adding suffering to the pain, that secondary suffering to that pain, and that makes the experience more unpleasant in a manner, rather than if we would have just sat with that sensation, um, without adding any label to it, So there's this practice known as mindfulness of pain, which is often used for pain management. So in that, what the teacher does is that he or she guides the people, the person, to actually tune into the sensations of pain. So rather than just putting a label on it that this is pain and just leaving that there, we tune into that. We tune into the sensation and we feel it. We actually allow ourselves to feel it, to feel that raw sensation, that how does that pain feels like, just like a doctor asks you that is it like throbbing, is it pointed, is it like a lot of swirling energy in there. So yeah, just um just breaking it down to the raw sensations. And when we do that, we realize that we're able to be with that. And not only that, the experience itself is not solid, it is not fixed as we thought when we called it pain. We are like, oh, my hand is always in pain. But when we really tune into that, we realize that that sensation is not the same, and it is changing. And sometimes, we can feel that sensation moving in that part of our body, and we can actually experience that principle of impermanence that is so popular in Buddhism. We can actually be a witness to that in real time with a real issue of ours, that it is not constant, it is changing. And another insight that comes from that practice is that I can be with that, I can hold that in my awareness. My awareness, it has enough space, it is spacious enough, it is vast enough, it is just more than enough to hold that sensation of pointedness or of throbbing or of whatever it is. So yeah, that that practice came up for me. And it is in terms of physical pain right now. So if in case, you would like to experience that, mindfulness of pain practice, then I have actually done this practice in one of my this Wheel of Wisdom lives. So if you want, you can like mention it in my group, and I will search for it and tell you that particular number, and you can go and practice that. Another thing that came up for me as I was reading that paragraph was that quote. I don't know who gave it, or I'm not like quoting it line word to word, but it was like most of the misfortunes um that okay, just give me a second. Okay, I'm not remembering it, but I will give you the gist. So what came to my mind is that how we have a situation and how we make like a mountain out of a small thing, and how we torture ourselves in our mind again and again on what could go wrong, or all the catastrophic things that might not even ever happen, and we suffer more in that compared to the situation that was at our hand, that was of course difficult for us. So we added a lot of suffering to that by our thoughts, and now we are suffering a lot more in all those scenarios that might happen, which haven't happened and which will not happen. There's a good chance. If you look back at your life, there might have been so many instances when you have thought and thought and thought about a situation, and all those catastrophic things never happened to you, but you get to feel those feelings that you might have felt when they occurred. So you made yourself suffer in a way. So that's what came to me, that how that fear of that pain, that that additional suffering is much more unpleasant than the original pain itself. So yeah, so I would love to hear if this resonated with anyone, if the lines that I read resonated with anyone, if what I said resonated with anyone. So you can share that in the comment, or just, press the heart. Bella says, yes, very much so. Thank you so much, Bella. Thank you. And thank you for the hearts. Yeah. Yeah, it makes me realize that I'm not just blabbering. It is reaching to some of you, to hearts of some of you all, some of you people here. So thank you for that. Okay, let's choose one more number now. Okay, let's go with 44 now. Um, Ruchi chose that. Okay, let's go with 44. The author. Hello, Dina. I'm so happy to see you here. I'm glad that you decided to join back in. Hello, hello. Wow. Bella says you are on time, Dina. Yeah, you are, we just read one reading and we are going to move to our second reading. Um, and we're going to do three readings for today. So, Dina, you're welcome to choose a number between 13 to 230. So, as everyone else has, chosen and mentioned their number before. So, I would just go through the numbers and choose a number, whatever feels, whatever I feel called to. And yeah, and do the third reading from that. Okay, wonderful. You have contributed to our number list. Beautiful. Okay, so I'm going to do the second reading. That was page number 44 as Ruchi chose. Hmm. So the author says, I like to remind students that radical is derived from the Latin word radix, meaning going to the root or origin. Radical acceptance enables us to return to the root or origin of who we are, to the source of our being. When we are unconditionally kind and present, we directly dissolve the trance of unworthiness and separation. In contrast to the orthodox notion of climbing up a ladder seeking perfection, psychologist Carl Jung described the spiritual path as an unfolding into wholeness. I love that. Unfolding into wholeness. Rather than trying to vanquish waves of emotion and rid ourselves of an inherently impure self, we turn around and embrace this life in all its realness, broken, messy, mysterious, and vibrantly alive. By cultivating an unconditional and accepting presence, we are no longer battling against ourselves, keeping our wild and imperfect self in a cage of judgment and mistrust. Instead, we are discovering the freedom of becoming authentic and fully alive. That term of unfolding into wholeness, I think that was the highlight of this paragraph for me. It was just, it just felt out of the world, when that phrase came. And what came up for me as that was highlighted in my awareness was that another lesson that I learned from a book that I was reading was that we are here to, we're here to experience every like the greatest version of like the highest vision of the greatest version that is possible of ourselves. So yeah, it is just an unfolding. We are getting to experience different versions of who we can be, and we can be limitless, and we have so much potential, and we can either be like as good as possible or as bad as possible. We have like, and all the in between. We have so much to explore and so much to experience. And when we get to experience all of these beautiful different version of ourselves, we get to unfold into our wholeness. So that is something that that just come and just touched my heart as I read that. And a lot of energy came with that I'm still experiencing in my body right now. Jamie says, the spirit is of the creator to find the love of yourself. Wow, so beautiful. Jamie says, yes, sister. Yeah, definitely. We are all that, we are all a part of that creator, and we can create ourselves to be whoever we want to be, and we can create our life experience to experience whatever we want to experience in this human form. Okay. Bella says, absolutely. That's what's so beautiful when you learn that. Exactly. Yeah, Jamie says, creators love. Yeah. Bella says, you can do and be anything you want. Exactly. Exactly. And have anything you want. Yeah, we can do, be, and have anything that we want. Yeah, I'm going to carry that affirmation with me, Bella, as I go, you know, back into my day after this live. Okay, so let's do the last reading for today. Hmm. Okay, page number 31 is calling me. Bella says me too. Yeah, wonderful that you're going to carry this amazing affirmation into your day. Dina says yes. Okay, so let's go with page number 31 that Tina chose for us. Okay, it is an amazing story. Okay, I love that. So, hmm, so ready for story time? Dina says, go, Tina. Oh, your names rhyme. Okay, so the story goes like this. Mohini was a regal white tiger who lived for many years at Washington, D.C. National Zoo. For most of those years, her home was in the old lion house, a typical 12 by 12-foot cage with iron bars and a cement floor. Mohini spent her days pacing relentlessly back and forth in her cramped quarters. Eventually, biologists and staff worked together to create a natural habitat for her, covering several acres. It had hills, trees, a pond, and a variety of vegetation. With excitement and anticipation, they released Mohini into her new and expansive environment. But it was too late. The tiger immediately sought refuge in a corner of the compound where she lived for the remainder of her life. Mohini paced and paced in that corner until an area 12 by 12 feet was worn bare of grass. Perhaps the biggest tragedy in our lives is that freedom is possible, yet we can pass our years trapped in that same old patterns, entangled in the trance of unworthiness. We grow accustomed to caging ourselves in with self judgment and anxiety, with restlessness and dissatisfaction. Like Mohini, we grow incapable of accessing the freedom and peace that are our birthright. We may want to love other people without holding back, to feel authentic, to breathe in the beauty around us, to dance and sing. Yet, each day we listen to inner voices that keep our life small. Even if we were to win millions of dollars in the lottery or marry the perfect person, as long as we feel not good enough, we won't be able to enjoy the possibilities before us. Unlike Mohini, however, we can learn to recognize when we are keeping ourselves trapped in our beliefs and fears. We can see how we are wasting our precious lives. I think this paragraph wonderfully goes with our previous reading and with, what Bella mentioned right now, that we can be anything we want to be, we can be anyone we want to be. And this paragraph highlighted the block, what is stopping us from being whoever we want to be, to tap into our highest potential. And that is us, our own selves, the beliefs, the limiting beliefs that we carry. And a prompt that is coming to my mind right now is from a poem, I think by Mary Oliver. And that poem ends with a line that, what do you want to do with your one precious life? So, what do you want to do with your one wild and precious life? So, after this live, you can feel free to journal with this prompt to see what do you want to do with your one wild and precious life. And then you can explore the limiting beliefs that stops you from doing that. Um, I think I have a course that might help you reveal all those blocks and limiting beliefs and all those fears. Would you like me to mention that? You can mention in the comments if you would like me to share the name of that course. Bella says that's a great idea, journaling afterwards. Yeah, you can take your time and play some music on Inside Timer if you want, and yeah, journal. Bella says, okay. Bella says, yes, please. Dina says, yes. Lisa says, yes. Bella says, I need to get it out. Okay, yeah, sure. So, okay, let me like show you the picture also of that course. Um, so the course that might help you reveal those limiting beliefs, all those fears, all those blocks that are hidden in your subconscious is this. The name of this course is Master Your Mindset by Identifying Your Limiting Beliefs. So I have included all I know, about how to discover your limiting beliefs, how to discover those things that are hidden in your subconscious, including all those therapy techniques that I know of and everything else. So you can check this out. I will also mention this course in my I will like share this course in my little community that I mentioned, which is Wonderful Beings. Yeah, Dina has written the name of this. Master your mindset by identifying your limiting beliefs. Exactly. You can take a screenshot and as I said, I would like mention the course itself on in my group, in my little community known as the name of that is Wonderful Beings. So I will share the link and you can just click on it and yeah, check that out. Bella says, okay, cool, thanks. Checking that out next. Wonderful. I love Bella how proactive you are. And I know that you have, checked out one of my previous courses that I mentioned in a live. And I'm so grateful that you are so open and you are so action oriented to to take charge of your life. Okay. So um yeah, Bella with the sassy purse. Yeah, we have established that in the previous live as Dina highlighted. Hmm. Okay. So that's it for this live. If you guys enjoyed it, if you guys got something from this live, and if you would like to support me in doing these lives day after day, continuing this Wheel of Wisdom series, then you can do so. You can support me by pressing the icon here. It might say donation. So you can, share any small amount that you can to support my journey to help me do these lives day after day. Bella says, yes, I am so grateful to you guys and this app. I'm doing so great with my meditations and courses. That is so nice to hear that you are having a good time on Inside Timer. I also love the space. I've loved the space for years as a user and now also as a teacher here. I love it. Yeah, your purse. Okay, so I would like to okay, I forgot one thing. Don't leave just yet. Yeah, so I was wondering that so I have a question to ask the women's present here. So all the women's present here, I wanted to ask you that would you guys be interested in a free 1 hour coaching session with me? So would you like to have a powerful conversation with me, Um, and it doesn't matter if you have had like life coaching before or not, but if you would like to, have a chat with me, experience coaching with me, then you can mention that in the comment. Jamie says yes. Okay. Anyone else also? Okay. Tina says, wow. Yeah, Bella says yes, yes. Bella, I'm waiting on your message. I remember when you guys mentioned that, yeah, you would like to have that chat with me. So Jamie and Bella and anyone else, any other women present in this live, I want to let you know that I'm gifting a powerful session with me. Tina says yes, please. Yeah, so Jamie, Bella, Tina, all of you, whoever would like to, grab onto that gift, who would like to experience a coaching session, a 1 hour coaching session with me for free, then you can message me on Insight Timer. Um, okay. I will share you how, like, I want to share with you how you can message me because it might be confusing. Nadine or Nadine. I'm not sure which one is correct. You can correct me, please. Yeah, Srinidhi says yes, please. Nadine or Nadine says I would love to too. Okay, so the first time was perfect. Okay, okay, Nadine. Okay, great. Okay, thank you so much. Yeah, so any women present here or you know, maybe some women from your life. So you can send that person my way. You can send that woman my way, even if it is, even if she is not in this life. Okay, now I'm mixing my words. Hmm. Yeah, I just got excited. Yeah, because I love this. I love helping women, create that fulfilling life and reach their highest potential. So I love supporting you guys in that. So yeah, that excitement just came over me. Hmm. Yeah, so I was saying that if you're a woman who is present in this life, or if you're not a woman but you have a woman in your life who might be interested in this, then you can send her my way and you can ask her to message me on Insight Timer. So the way to message me is that you can go to my profile, which is Anisha Maheshwari, and you need to follow me to message me, first of all. It's not like a clickbait or something, but yeah, on Insight Timer, you need to follow me to message me. So now you see above, like instead of follow button, you see a donate button. Above it, three dots appear. So click on the three dots, go to message teacher, and you can message me, Anisha, I'm interested in that. And I would absolutely love to offer you that session. I would love to support you in your journey. It would be my honor. And I can promise you that you're going to leave with at least one powerful insight because that have happened with every single woman that I've worked with so far. So that is my promise to you. Okay, I have a lot of comments that I missed. So And by the way, if you are not a woman, if you're feeling left out, then guys, I have like other offerings of mine that are here on Inside Timer and that you can access elsewhere also. So I have like 7 courses on Inside Timer. Um, so my courses are related to overcoming your negative thoughts or that thinking pattern. So overcoming those negative thoughts, or just like I mentioned, identifying your limiting beliefs, or to if you want to cultivate a practice of mindfulness, either formally by sitting in a quiet place and everything, and you are a beginner or something, or if you would like to make it a part of your daily life, then I have several courses related to mindfulness or the different attitudes in mindfulness, that are part of mindfulness, like non-striving, like acceptance, um like that beginner's mind or curiosity and all of that. So I have different courses on that. So you can check them out on Insight Timer. You can access my many tracks. So I have like 35 plus tracks already on Insight Timer, and many, many more to come. They are just lined one after another. So my first track has been released today itself, which is this one. Let me share it again in case you joined late. So today I released this particular track, and at least I can say Bella loved it here. So she has listened it. So, and I hope that you also have a good experience of it. So you can check all of that through my profile. Also, I have an additional course which you can access by like going to my profile in the about section. If you scroll down, there is a link tree there. So you can access that course. It is about becoming your best self. So it lays the foundation that needs to be covered in order to, step on that journey to become your best self. So you can access that course here. And also you can access the recording of this live here. So when you click on this link, give it a second. Yeah. So like when you click on this link, you will see. So the course is here. I think, yeah, here. And mm, I can see like inverted, I can't see, yeah. And the replays are here. So you can access that here. And and it would take like 1 hour to get uploaded. So if you want immediate access to the readings that we have done today, then you can join my community, which is Wonderful Beings. I will also show you that. I don't want you to feel confused in any manner. So you can either search for it on Insight Timer Wonderful Beings, or you can like scroll through my profile. And by the way, these are my popular courses, the negative thoughts and the identifying beliefs one. So I think people are loving it and you will too. Okay, coming back to this microbe, yeah. So this is my little community on Insight Timer, Wonderful Beings, where I post a summary, including all the readings that we have done in each live, as well as the name of the meditation that we have done. So you can access it in case you missed any of it here. And yeah, I think, yeah, so these, I have like all of these other offerings. I just work one-on-one with women. So that's why I mentioned that offering was limited to women, that gift was limited to women. But you have all the other ways if you would like to um, explore, if you would like to be in touch with my content, with my creations. Thank you for the hearts. Okay, I missed some comments. I'm going to go through them quickly before we end. Bella says, yes, because I have had this app since 2017. Oh my God, I think me too. Yeah, I think 2017 was the year when I started using this app. Wow, Bella. And I just used to skim through it and listen to Indian music. Yeah, it is very vibrant, especially the classical music. It just hits the god. Music everywhere is beautiful. But last year I just started to really jump into it and I'm grateful. Yeah, yeah, Insight Timer has such lovely collection, whether it is like the free content. I think what initially attracted me was the free content because I have never seen an app with so much free content. And I was like, they were so giving, and I just felt called to just, somehow I just came across that this app and it just clicked. And then recently, I think, yeah, a few years ago, I think they started with the courses, and every single course has been so power packed with stuff. So yeah, I have enjoyed the free, the premium, the every kind of content on Insight Timer. And now I love these live events. Initially, I didn't use to tune in. I didn't knew about them actually. And since I noticed it, then I was like, okay, I want to do this. And now I started that last year in, I think, July or something. And I'm so grateful that you guys tune in to listen. And yeah, you guys are so amazing. Let's see the next comment. Dina says, you have offered folks to open and escape the cage, and her is a key. Wow. Thank you so much for that beautiful, like, linking of the analogy and thinking of me as the key. Thank you so much, Tina. That is so kind of you, and that is so insightful of you. Let's see. What's next? Dina says that's a beautiful offer, and like you are offering an opportunity to free oneself. How lovely. Yeah, I would love to offer you that. Because most of the restrictions that we have applied, that we have put on ourselves are our own. Bella says, yes, the free content, I fell in love with it. Yes, yeah, exactly. So, guys, Jamie, Bella, Tina, Nadine, Srinidhi, um, and anyone else who I missed who showed interest in that gift of mine, feel free to message me on Insight Timer, and I would love to offer you that session and have that chat with you and give you my all in that session. So thank you all for tuning in. This is the end of this live session. Um, And if you would like to stay tuned, if you would like to get notified of my content, feel free to follow me to get notified of all the free content that is just in line to get published on Insight Timer, and to also get notified about the live events that I do, because I am currently doing the lives on alternate days. And all of those who mentioned, you guys feel free to message me. I'm waiting for your messages and I would reply to them as soon as possible. And if you enjoyed this live, if you found something of value, if you like the space, and if you would like to support me in doing this, day after day to continue this Wheel of Wisdom series, then you can do so by making a donation here. Thank you for tuning in. Yeah, 108. Thank you, Leslie, for highlighting. Yeah, I noticed it and then I forgot about it. So thank you so much, Leslie, for highlighting such a wonderful, auspicious number. I am so, I'm feeling so blessed to have each and every 108 people who tuned into this live. Thank you. Namaste. I hope something beautiful, something magical happens to you in the next 24 hours, and be on the lookout for the glimmers. Hmm. Bella says, thank you, Anisha. Have a good evening. Bye bye. Bella, thank you. Leslie says, grateful. Peace to all. Jamie says, thank you, sister. Thank you, Jamie, for tuning in. Okay, bye bye. Dina says, lovely to see you. Yeah, same here, Dina. Thank you for tuning in. I will see you in the next live day after tomorrow. Bye bye.